Hello everyone, Sif here. So I wanted to do a quick update on the build since I capped yesterday. Um, so yeah, pretty much I posted a build on the forums a couple of days ago. The split was 15 Paladin, 3 Monk, 2 Ranger. I kind of changed it a little bit because now, as you can see here, I am 14 Paladin, 4 Ranger, 2 Monk. So why did I make this change? Pretty much because 15 Ranger is considered a sweet spot because it allows you to get Divine Might 3 and I guess 2 level 4 slots for, well, 2 level 4 spells. Thing is, I changed it to 14 Paladin because that way I can get 4 Ranger. 4 Ranger gives me the Die Hard feat at level 3, which is a prereq for defensive stance, as you can see here, which essentially gives me +2 damage and +2 saves, 15 PR. And the other thing is level 4 gets me precise shot, as you can see here, so I don't have to spend a feat on it, and so I get an extra feat, and that extra feat I spent on completionist. That's a feat that paladins benefit a lot from, because other than the usual bonuses, you also get the +1 to all saves. And as you can see, I mean, I have literally no gear right now, and my saves are pretty damn decent, right? Stats are looking pretty good as well. And PR is starting to go up, so I should be looking at 75 or something PR when I get to level 25 and I get my gear on. And stats will be a little bit higher, around 1000 hit points, and saves will be in the 73 area for fortitude, 65 for reflex, and for will probably around 54, 55. And yeah, so far it's been really smooth to play. I mean, it was really smooth cap. And also a lot more fun to play with because you have to press lots of buttons all the time to make it work, and you have heals to play with. So the idea here is that Endgame changed with the expansion pack, and builds that were aiming for pure DPS don't do so well anymore, at least in Epic Elite content. I only do Epic Elite content, so that's that's my reference all the time. So the idea is that those builds don't do so much anymore because they cannot survive well. Think of 20 Barbarian before the expansion pack. It used to be pretty damn solid, crazy DPS, and you could tank as well. Well, now the truth is you don't really want tanks. I mean, of course you can have tanks because they can be fun to play with, or for things like Epic Elite Lab, but other than that, you want a specialized tank, not just a build that can do a little bit of everything. So the idea is that those builds that used to use Steel Flame Paths just to survive, they don't do so good anymore. So what is good now? It's a self-sufficient platform combined with DPS from Epic Destinies and burst DPS. So that's exactly what the the Pyrene build is based off. Just like the Juggernaut. The Juggernaut is a melee DPS on self-sufficient platform that is 16 Artificer that also provides some buffs. So I mean, as you can see, we have crazy number of Juggernauts. Look, if you look here, all of those are Juggernauts, Juggernaut, again, and that's just in my guild. So there's a bunch of others, and Barbs. Look, none of them, or almost none of them, are 25. No one plays Barbs anymore. So that's sad, but that's the way it is right now if you want to be performing really well in Epic Elite content. So the idea, once again, is to build a melee DPS toon with high burst on a self-sufficient platform. That's exactly what the Pyrene is about. You have 14 Paladins, which gets you heals, Lion Hands. Well, I can't really show you, I mean, I couldn't show you right now how much it's hitting for, but it's not really representative because that was a crit, so more like 144. But that's not very representative because at level 25 I'll have a lot more sources of healing amplification, and also have more gear. But as you can see, I mean, it's a lot of nice. It is a self-sufficient platform, so I also have cocoon. So overall, if I take damage, I'm able to heal myself really quick and get back into combat. So that's what the 14 Paladin gives me, other than some damage pluses. So yeah, the last thing about the switch to 15 Paladin to Ranger 3 Monk to 14 Paladin for Ranger 2 Monk is that I gain 4 DPS and I gain plus 4 to saves and I gain hit points, PRR, at the cost of 3 times 10% healing amplification and some really minor things like 2 level 4 spell slots. So where does the plus 4 damage comes from? I lose Divine Might 3, but I still have Divine Might 2, so that's 6 minus 4, 2. So that's what I lose DPS wise. But then again, Completionist Feat, so that's an extra plus 1. And then again, Ram's Might plus 3. And then again, the Stance, so another plus 2. So that's 6 minus 2 for DPS. And save wise, again, plus 2 from Completionist and plus 2 from Stance. So yeah, pretty damn decent. So that was about the self-sufficient platform that Paladin gives me. For Ranger, gives me free feeds. It gives me some prereqs and nice cool for so I can fit in mini shot in the build, and that's where the burst DPS of the build comes from. So I do have improved critical ranged. I'm gonna take it at the 24. And 2 Monk gives me evasion and 2 feats. So yeah, pretty much the build is pretty solid as it is, and it's gonna perform better than a pure Paladin or just a melee like I don't know a fighter, because I may not have the tactics, but I'm very self-sufficient, and that's what matters. I would like to see a build like a Barbarian solo EDA, although it's quite possible because EDA does not require saves at all. Um, but yeah, so far really fun. And what I didn't like from in my previous lives is that when you fail a save, for example, in Epically Giant Hole, and well, let's say you're soloing or short manning, it's pretty much you're dead. You fail the save, you're sunbursted, 2 hits, you're gone. So that's why now saves and PR actually have their importance. So you cannot just dump it, and the more you get, the better. And honestly, this build will be a no-fail save, except when it comes to wisdom. Although you can really protect yourself from most wisdom-based spells. Just I don't know, critical command. You have protection from evil. So overall, it's the least important save. The most important being reflex, and it's gonna be a no-fail one. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm just gonna well. Oh yeah, Destinies, I'm gonna be sticking with Legendary Gen off most of the times. Sometimes I'll switch to Fury and just disable the stance, doesn't really matter. And I guess I can do a quick... I mean, I need to do XP anyway to get to 25, so I'm gonna do a quick Sense of Attrition on Elite, bleed through it quick, and that way you guys can see how well how the build plays, I guess, and how it's doing at this point. Alright, so let's meet again back to at Sense of Attrition engines. Alright, so here are the Sense of Attrition engines. First mistake of the day, I forgot to change Cursorious Wounds to Zeal, so that's, I just put in on my, set up my hotbars yesterday, so I kind of don't really know. I don't play visually, I just play by memory, so I know that what is what, and so, yeah, and so that was the first mistake. So yeah, basically just switch to Zeal when you are doing quests where you can really go full DPS, and when you do quests that are a lot more intense, I don't know, like Epically DA, that's where you want to have Cursorious Wounds. Yeah, putting on some music. So one thing I usually do very often is I charge up my Blitz with mini shot. That's how I did it in Epically DA. Very efficient way of doing it, and you are absolutely sure you're not going to use the Blitz that way. so C, I'm not really used yet to the hotkeys I set up, so making mistakes like just lay on hands when I wanted to be using boosts. So C saves are looking pretty good. I mean, considering I don't have most of my gear yet, I mean, I'm gonna get another +5 from Charisma and another +4 from Insightful, Insightful saves. So yeah, from Super Prying Bracers, so yeah, it will be pretty nice. So that is pretty much it. So that was how the Pyrene build is doing at level 20 in low level quest. I'll try to cap him sometime this week and upload more videos and maybe yeah, maybe start doing some trying some stuff like the Piccoli D on this tune. Anyway, I'll let you guys know. Hope you enjoyed.